make you snap. The system isn't as fucked up as you think. You just gotta be aware, see the bigger picture. You got literally just being aware. You see those cons? Those cons are literally leading to unawareness. We're machete cutters. Why aren't we the people climbing the tree, becoming self aware, building EQ, building a tunnel vision based off our strengths so we live to our potential? Yo, what's up, you guys? So I just got off my Instagram live. I'm pumped. A little bit more extrovert. So when talking to people, gets my blood flowing. Motion equals emotion. That's a powerful saying. So, just finished up the hour-long live stream, and right now I got my momentum. And I want to make a very, very important video. Hope this video goes viral, because hope it makes people snap. Because I'm going to be talking about something that's probably one of the most important things of our life, right? I'm talking about education, because we can agree that education is a huge part of our lives. I believe it will be the dictator if you will have a good life, if you will have a shitty life. It's all based about your education. Like Warren Buffett said, the more you learn, the more you earn. And it's not just financially, it's about the good life. So this video might be a little bit controversial. Why? Because I'm going to be talking about the education system. And I know there's some people out there that are very fond of the education system. There's nothing wrong with that. So it might be a little bit of controversy. And if you disagree, we can debate about it. We can sit down. Just respect my point of view. I will respect your point of view. There's no need to be hostile about it. I hate when people, they see something they disagree, they go, like a little chihuahua. What the fuck is that? We're human beings. Let's sit down, talk. If you disagree, give me your point of view, and if maybe we can mastermind, come down to the same conclusions. We don't have to agree though, so I'm just going to give my logic, my point of view, and my objective is to make people snap. Like, you know what? This guy does have a point. Love or hate me, I will drop some logical points that you be like, he's got a point. So, before I start saying the negatives, the sketchy stuff about what's going on with this education system that we go through every day, about the system that we're living in, I want to say the good stuff. Start off good. Why not? So, the pros about this education system, it's good that we're human beings, we're social animals, and in this education system, when you go to school, it's a law that you have to go to school. And this is not applying to homeschool. This is like, going to a real physical school. This is where you meet people. This is where you become, a social butterfly. This is where you meet your first crush. This is where you start dealing with people in real life sense. This is where you make friends. This is where you make some enemies. And that's good. That's part of the human being, the social experience. Another pro is that we do learn how to read and write at school. Some teachers, they teach us the roots of us building our knowledge and awareness. I respect that. I love that. Let's see, another pro. I'll try to add another one, but it's kind of hard to. You can really get some great teachers. Now, this is really rare, but you can get some good teachers. I had some great teachers throughout my life. I would say around 2 or 3 out of, I don't know, let's say the 35 plus teachers I've had throughout my life. I had a couple that are really good teachers that impacted my life in a positive manner. College is a necessity. College is a necessity if you're trying to be a doctor, if you're trying to be a lawyer, you're trying to follow a practical career that you need to go to college, then all means go to college. Those are pros about this education. I'm sure there's more out there, but now let's talk business. Let's talk why I made this video, about the cons, about the holes in the system that is just fishy to me. I'm not trying to be any conspiracy theory. I'm just trying to drop some logic. I'm like, what's going on? This is kind of fishy to me. So let's drop the cons. Let's get to it. Now, the order does not reveal its importance, okay? I am saving the best for last in this case, though. But some people start first right off the bat with the most important. No, it's not the case in this point. So let's just kick it off. The first thing I see a con about this education system, it makes you scared to fail. Let's be honest. In this life, in this real world that we live in, we're gonna have to fail, no matter what. It's inevitable. We're gonna fail, no matter what. No matter how much we prepare ourselves, something's gonna happen, and we're gonna fail. And this education system implements this fear that if you fail, almost makes you feel like you're a piece of shit. If you fail that final, you don't know anything. You're garbage. If you fail this test, you're done. It's game over. If you fail this class, you're an idiot. Now, I'm not going extreme, but think about it. If you fail, you're done. In real life, you're going to fail. But what really matters is if you have that perseverance and that persistency to get your ass up when you fall. I've failed many times. I have this new mentality that I'm not scared to fail. I'm just eager to start it. And when I fail, I don't see failure as, messing up. I see it as an experience. Like, okay, I failed because of this. I'm not scared. This failure bias is implemented in our mind. Kids, we're scared to ask a chick for a number because she might reject us and we're gonna fail. And failing is such a huge part. And there's already the social pressure of dealing with other human beings, right? So there's that already type of fear, but the system makes us scared to fail, which just makes that fear bias 10 times more powerful. And this is just one con I'm going on. Next con, it's not personalized at all. Think about it. We all learn differently. We're all different human beings. I might be an audio learner. I might be a visual learner. I might be a kinesthetic learner. I might be an osmosis learner. Why are you forcing me to read a book? Every single one in the classroom. Why are you forcing everyone to read a book and regurgitate the information? Is that really learning it? Or is it just literally regurgitating it? Like, I'm not learning shit. I'm just, why? It's not personalized learning. Personalized learning, just being personalized in everything, personalized medicine, personalized diet, personalized learning is the most effective form of learning. There's no bullshit. The paleo diet might work better for some bodies, while a vegetarian diet might work better for some bodies. We're not the same. We're humans, but we're not the same. Our cognitive functions are not the same. So why are you trying to teach everyone like we are the same? A goldfish climb that the tree. We've all seen that picture of, it's an elephant, a bird, a goldfish, and a horse or something. And they're trying to tell them to do the same objective when obviously every animal has different virtues and it can't do it. It literally can't. Okay? So, next con. It has nothing, or it has a little bit, but let's talk about real world experience. Let's be honest, you can't really learn how to read a bike. You really just have to get your hands dirty. You have to put yourself in the situation, the real life situation. This is why, starting a business, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not making huge sums of money, nothing like that. But I have got that real life experience talking to business owners, doing it, taking that affirmative action. It's completely different from just, studying. It's different. And this education system, and I feel like it strongly does not give us that real world action. This is the real world, cold world. It's scary. This world will fucking chew you up. It's not easy. And this education system is not sharpening our craft. It's not sharpening our tools. It's not increasing our intangibles. So, next con, bad teachers, bad mentors, right? Education is so important in our world, in our life. Why am I having such a shitty teacher do such an important job? It's impossible to have the best teachers out there, but Alexander the Great had, was it Aristotle or Plato as a mentor, and look how great Alexander the Great is. He has great in his name. That's how great he was. And he had a mentor. He had a fucking philosopher. They're thinking. Imagine what he was learning. I'm doing this because I have college professors at the moment that I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not trying to be a dick. You might be a good person, but no offense, you're not a good teacher. They just blows my mind that how bad some teachers can really be. And it's so important. We can agree that education is so important. Of course, I've had like a few good teachers, but it's honestly more rare to have a good teacher. It just blows my mind on that aspect. Why isn't there like a certain type of training program to be a teacher that you have to, even business negotiation, right? Back to making the teachers self-aware, making the teachers aware that they're going to be dealing with different type of students. Make the teachers snap. You know, we'll go more into that. So next step, this is huge. They don't teach EQ. Have you ever heard of EQ? EQ is a huge part of life. It's going to be dealing every single part of your day, every part of your life. We are human beings. We're social animals. EQ stands for emotional intelligence. I'm going to have personal conflicts. How I'll deal with that is based off my EQ. Me being self-aware is based off my EQ. How I deal with other human beings, my etiquette, my manners, my sophistication, my personality type. Me reading the other human being, that's EQ. It's such a huge part of our life. And, we're not even taught this. When was the last time you heard the education system teaching you about EQ? Now you might be going to like some rich private school, but the school I went to now, I didn't even heard the word EQ ever. It's huge. We're not being taught it. It blows my mind. We're dealing with humans every single day for the most part, and how we deal with the EQ, I read them. I got my psychometrics based off my EQ. I'm gonna create these mental evaluations, what type of people deal with, and these are just snowball effects to lead to a greater life. It really blows my mind. Think about it. EQ, if you start implementing it, start sharpening that craft, goes a long way. Like the other day, I had to deal with, was like a cashier. She was upset, and I had the EQ. I put myself in her shoes. Probably had a long day, dealt with some rude customers, and I talked to her like rough day. I was like, I know that when I'm talking to someone, I'm the least important person in the conversation. I let her talk about me. I genuinely listen. I gave her some sympathy, and by doing that, she treated me with so much respect that I was like, wow, like I'm prideful. I think she even gave me a free drink. You see, all based off EQ, and every single day we're dealing with that. What if you need a special job, you need a special offer, you need to ask someone? The way you're gonna get it done, sells. We sell every single day. We negotiate, we persuade every single day. How you get better at that? EQ. Don't get me started. This whole video could be on EQ. The whole video could be done on each subject I just gave you guys on. But I'm already at almost 13 minutes. I'm not even halfway done. And I'm telling you guys, this stuff, it blows my mind. Like, I'm not even trying to be conspiracy, but this stuff is really fishy. Now, I'm going next level. I'm just specifically targeting the college aspect of the education system next. I'm gonna say fuck general ed, okay? Why do I have to take general ed when I know that I want to be, let's say, a marketing major? Okay, why do I have to take extra 2 years of school when I could just go in, boom, boom, get out? I'm never gonna get those 2 years back. Now they do this. Some people say, "Oh, general ed is good because most people don't know what they're good at. Most people don't know what they want to major in." It's all fucked up. Back to the point where EQ, we weren't self-aware. Peter Drucker said, "You have to build off your strengths. You can only build off your strengths." Most people think they know what they're good at, but most cases they're wrong. So, if we heard this like in second grade, will we become self-aware? Like, okay, what are my virtues? Am I more creative or more logical? Do I think more with my left brain or with my right brain? Am I more extrovert? Am I more intuitive? Am more of a perceiver? I become self-aware. I start seeing my virtues and I start sharpening that craft. And once I start sharpening that craft, I get that tunnel vision, okay? And then once I get that tunnel vision, like in 7th grade, why the fuck do I have to take general ed? I know what I'm good at. Let me get down on it. And this education system, it's literally chickens running around with no head. That's how I see it. There's a story. The human mind loves stories. So let me give you this story to perfectly illustrate it. Okay, it's a story about a plane crash, and the plane crashes in the jungle. Fortunately, everyone survives, and the survivors, they scavenge around to look for tools, and their objective is to go to the nearest village to call for help, right? To get rescued. So they find some machetes, and they start, sharpening the machetes because they have to cut through the jungle, the dense jungle. They start practicing their swings, that their angles. They cut at 45 angles or whatever, and they start chopping away. And this represents most people. The machete cutters represent most people. And there's a few people. There was one person in this story that decided to climb the tallest tree. He climbed the tallest tree, or she. And she saw that the machete cutters were going this way, but the village was this way, right? And what the person that climbed the tree represents the person that became self-aware. That person got that tunnel vision. She got her virtues. She knows that I gotta go this way. Why would I want to go this way? And this education system doesn't make us aware. It doesn't make us snap. And you see, this is why when we get to general ed, we're like, oh, what do I gotta pick? What do I gotta pick? I don't know. Ooh, that's scary. Now we're talking about next con. This is about real economicist. I think he might have won a Nobel Prize for his concept. He said, anything that cannot guarantee results is a scam. And college does not guarantee a job. You spend thousands of dollars getting this education to get this degree so you can go out and get a job. But I did a paper on this my senior year in high school that, ironically, I don't know what was, I threw shade on the college system, but my teacher graded that paper low when I know it wasn't a low paper. Anyways, people get offensive. The truth, excuse me, getting too excited. The truth can hurt. Maybe I hurt his feelings. But, where was I going? Oh, there's over 100,000 cashiers with college degrees. There's over 70,000 people out there that are janitors that have a college degree. So next time you look at a janitor and you're like, go to school, get a better job, that person could have already gone to college, graduated, and still, have to be a janitor. Why? Because there's no guarantee in getting a job. You're paying thousands of dollars, and this freaking correlates to my next con. College debt. College debt is over $1 trillion in this economy. Ladies and gentlemen, $1 trillion. That's 1,000 billion. A billion is 1,000 millions. So it's literally 1,000 times 1,000. It's a million millions. Whew. That's how much money is owed because of college debt. And this college debt is the only loan that you can't escape even if you declare bankrupt. You're gonna have to pay this debt no matter what. No matter what, you have to pay that debt. How? And you know how fucked up it is? Those people that are cashiers that, maybe they spent, let's say, $200,000. They went to a four-year. They lived there. They bought the food, It was going to cost me around $30,000 if I went to a local state school per semester. $30,000. That's almost $250,000 if I went for 4 years. So let's say they spend $200,000 to get that degree, but they're working a job at minimum wage. Will they ever fucking pay that college debt that they cannot escape? How fucked up is that? That's some when I read that, I was like, holy shit, I feel so bad for those people. Now, of course, they're not going to be working that minimum job forever. Maybe they get lucky, they become self-aware, that they build EQ, they build relationship, and they get a better job or something. Or maybe their major doesn't even affect their job. A lot of people, the major they choose in, they have to find a job that It's not even part of the major. So they kind of went to school for nothing. And they didn't build off the virtues, and just some crazy. It's a huge snowball of fucking cons. It can be fixed. Next con. Where am I at? I'm almost at 20 minutes. I'll try to keep it under 25. But this is important. This video, I'll get to why I have the confidence to even speak about the way I'm speaking, why I'm throwing so much shade. I have friends that went to state that they could be upset me making this video, but I gotta speak my truth. If I see something, I'm gonna raise my voice. This is awesome. Freedom of speech. I love that. So if you see something and you believe it's not right, you gotta speak on it. So we're moving on next to the next con. Supply and demand. Okay, this is college. College graduate has literally become a business, and through that has led to the market of college graduates to be saturated. There's literally, so you graduated from medical nurse. Well, guess what? So did 110,000 people. Now you gotta fight for a job. Like I said, it's not guaranteed. This theory about go to school, Billy, so you can get a good job, so you can work, retire happily, have your pensions, and this and that, get equity in the company and the corporation. That shit might have worked great in the 1960s when not a lot of people went to college, like the privileged went to college, very few people. That's literally supply and demand. There was a few college graduates out there, so the few that went there, they were in high demand. So now times have changed. We're in the information age. We're already past the information age, and this market of college graduates is saturated. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about, but it's true. There's a lot of college graduates that are out there, and this is just speaking in economic terms, supply and demand. This market is literally saturated. So just think about that. I'm not saying, I mean, it's good that people got the opportunity. It was a few. Now it got too saturated. That's good. People, that's good in the sense that people are getting an education. So there's another pro. Now, the real one. This one pisses me off. This one's really fishy. Save it for last. Let me catch my breath because I've been going at it, spitting some heat, straight knowledge bombs. Okay. The last part is the last con that I can think of. This has been the same teaching method for over 100 years. Just think about that. The way that my parents, probably your grandparents, went to school and got educated is almost the same way that I went to school, that we went to school. And think about this: medicine, communication, entertainment has evolved so much. Our TVs, think about, you had a plasma TV that's like this thin. A couple like decades ago, you would have big old box TVs. Now, a phone, these fucking huge ass phones when they barely started. Now we got a smartphone smarter than the rocket that took it to space. It's crazy. Medicine, we've advanced in medicine. Now, there is some skepticism, some truth, some notorious shade about medicine, about how it's a business now. I'm not going, that's a whole nother video, but medicine has evolved. Back then, people would have died from a simple flu. Now, who dies from a flu? We've eradicated diseases. We've come a long way. But why is this education system the same? Why hasn't it evolved and adapted? Like I said, I'm not trying to get into conspiracies, but this is fishy to me. This is really fishy. I'm just speaking in logical sense. Maybe the people at the top, I mean, the 1%, the 0.1% that we don't even see, the people that don't even come out TV, like these huge people that, own basketball teams. You don't see them on TV, but these people, the 1%, maybe, businesses literally have persuasive influence over government. So the people at the top with, big dollars, maybe they're hiding from us. Maybe the people at the top want us to stay low. The rich get richer not because money just comes to them. The rich get richer because they know stuff that we don't, that the average people don't know. And maybe, you know, there's opportunities now for the education system to make a snap to be like, to think like that 1%. The 1% is the 1% because they know much more than the 99%. Simple. And why we're not learning that? Because the education system made us chickens running with no heads. That's fucking crazy. That's my theory. uh, there's there's logic to it too. So I'm not trying to be 100% biased, but maybe that's not true. But what I did say about the cons about this education system, the flaws are true. You can't turn your eye another way. This is there. This is real stuff. And the reason that I feel like I have the competence, the backbone to like, who the fuck is this kid to even consider talk about education system? I'm just standing on the shoulder of giants. But what I mean by that is I've read books from the 1%, from smart people. There's tools out there. I'm using the internet wisely. I bought fucking programs. I've spent thousands of dollars from my own money invested into my brain, to my knowledge to get this new awareness. I believe sooner or later we're going to be telling kids, use the internet wisely. You know how we used to tell kids, I was told, go to school, go to college. I believe we're going to be telling our kids, use the internet wisely. We're living in the knowledge society. There's tools out there. There's online platforms. I feel like I got this awareness because I got these tools presented to me and I took advantage of them, and I'm learning smart stuff from smart people. So of course I'm gonna be smart. 1 + 1 = 2. So in that sense, I'm using these tools. I believe that online platforms, online education platforms, they have the potential to eradicate college. Why? Because I've already learned shit from a program. I've already learned more from the 67 steps, an online program I did, from more than a lot of my teachers put together in my whole life. It just blows my mind. There's smart people out there willing to teach. It's an opportunity we've literally never had. That's what I'm saying. We're in the knowledge society. We were in the information era. Now we're in the knowledge era. There's opportunities out there. The internet is the eye opener. I mean, thank God. Maybe the internet is monitored, but there's opportunities out there. The system doesn't fuck us over completely. If you're aware, make you snap. The system isn't as fucked up as you think. You just gotta be aware, see the bigger picture. You got literally just being aware. You see those cons? Those cons are literally leading to unawareness. We're machete cutters. Why aren't we the people climbing the tree, becoming self-aware, building EQ, building a tunnel vision based off our strengths so we live to our potential? We're not taught this, but at the same time we could be taught this. The autodidacts, the self-education is the future, really. Like I said, there's tools, there's opportunities that we have present day that our ancestors couldn't even dream of. Are you taking advantage? Thank God you watched this far. If you did, I fucking applaud you. You invested your time more wisely. Someone right now is watching the Kardashians, literally getting dumber by the second. Watching that shit, you're snapping. You're gaining some type of awareness that is irreplaceable. The value you're getting just by watching, maybe it's not me. Maybe you go out of this video and you watch someone else bring awareness and knowledge. That's more valuable than watching some bullshit TV show on Netflix. I applaud you. This ain't easy. It's not the easy route. But, sometimes the best thing to do aren't the easiest things to do. So, I hope this video triggered something. That's my objective. Like I said, there's some weird shit going on. This education system is big. Education, your knowledge, like I said before, will dictate if you have a good or shitty life. Your eyes are opened. The opportunities are there. It's really up to you now. It really is. It's up to me. If I have a good life, it's up to me. So, congratulations. I virtually shake your hand because you gain some awareness that will change your life. All right? Autodidactism, the self-education process, will make you the 1%. Will make you the 0.001%. Okay? Never build off your strengths. This is amazing stuff, guys. Thank you for watching. I applaud you. Follow your dreams. One thing, just live to your potential. We got one life. Why not live to our potential? Peace out.